I cannot get iron. The price of bronze. You're lucky I've got anything for sale. Goodbye.
The arcane arts are no more than remembering secrets that you once knew. So long.
A fine day to ease your burden. Hera, smile on you.
My son has fallen terribly ill. The healers could do nothing. We asked Medea for help, but she is cruel. She told me she would not help unless I brought her the tome of some ancient queen. How would I get such a thing? There was one of Medea's students. She wanted to help, but Medea sent her back to work. Procne, she was called. I am sure she knew something of this tome. Perhaps I was a bit short with Medea, but who could blame me? My son is dying. He barely breathes, and he has not awoken in 3 days. These are terrible times. The earth shudders. Children fall sick. I am sure the monsters have left only to return in greater numbers. Medea says she is a mother, but what mother would allow another mother to suffer so? What kind of woman would allow a sick child to die? I would not be surprised if Medea were behind these beasts, so that she could profit from our suffering. Procne tried to help me, but Medea stopped her. Medea says she is a mother, but what mother?
Word is that a great shelled monster, as big as a trireme, has come ashore at Dematria. There are only 2 ways into Dematria, through the cave of Orthia or by sea. I suppose there is only one way into Dematria now. It is not far to Dematria. You just have to make your way through the cave of Orthia, which I hear has gotten very, very dangerous. They say this crab has claws sharp enough to cut through a mainmast. A man claimed he saw this great crab come ashore right here in Rhodes, but I think he had simply taken too much wine. There couldn't be 2 crabs of that size, could there? Imagine that. The fishermen are the first to tell you stories of the sea monsters they fought, but here one has come to their homes, and they will go nowhere near the sea. I miss the days when sea monsters were sea monsters. Did you hear about the Kraken in the harbor here? The Colossus fell on it. I miss the days when sea monsters were sea monsters. Did you hear?
Hello there, hero. Fancy meeting you in a place like this. You are the one who opened that fascinating portal in the temple of Hatshepsut, are you not? Let me introduce myself. I am Marinos. I am an explorer of ancient places. I visited many a strange place in this ship of mine. Perhaps I can entice you to go on an adventure with me. You see, your reputation precedes you. And I believe my latest venture is bound to become perilous. I've come across old manuscripts that I have only partially translated. But I'm pretty sure the path to an old kingdom is described within them. A kingdom of unimagined technology and wonder. I'm talking about the fallen realm of Atlantis. One can only begin to imagine what secrets are hidden there. A prize well worth seeking. However, I'm in need of some assistance. You see, so far I've only been able to figure out that the key to deciphering the documents lies in another manuscript, the Journal of Heracles, functioning as sort of a cipher. I believe this text can be found in the city of Gadir, which is said to have been founded by the man himself, far away, west in the peninsula of Iberia. I would ask you to join me in exploring this city and, God's willing, being part of the rediscovery of Atlantis. Think of the fame and fortune that will be ours. I am not a fool. These manuscripts seem genuine. I got them from a trader in Sais, where the local temple had recently been giving away some of their inventory. Or so he said. It would be nice to get going again. That kraken was a sight to behold, but now that it is dead, there's not much more to see here. On the other hand, it taught me that bringing a monster slayer along might be a good idea. When you are ready to go to Gadir, please speak with my captain. A stout fellow is he, stranger to neither tide nor squall. When you are ready to go to Gadir, here we are, the city of Gadir, rich with dyes and wine. Seems like a nice enough place to settle down in, but we are here for business. As you know, I can't decipher the manuscripts without a certain book, the Journal of Heracles, said to be found somewhere in this area. To learn more about the whereabouts of this diary, I think we should seek out 𝒔𝒓𝒏, the current head priest. He's sure to know where the book is, or at least have some clue. He ought to be up by the temple, further into the city. Find 𝒔𝒓𝒏 by the temple. Find 𝒔𝒓𝒏 by the temple.
See for yourself. 𝐾𝐼𝐼 swarm the beach. I'm not going back out there until I know it is safe. I do not care how much Proteus curses us. Talk to him if you want. I am not in charge. I tell you, it is almost enough to make a man become a farmer. I can deal with a crab here or there, but look at them. They are bigger than a man, and they want to feast on living flesh. Talk to Proteus, please. Proteus screams at us to get to work, but he will not approach the boats either. The man-sized crabs are bad enough, but some of us caught a glimpse of an even bigger beast rising out of the water. Luckily, they don't stray far from the water's edge. The man-sized crabs are bad enough.
Crabs this size of boats have come up on the beach. One of them took off Dimitri's foot at the ankle, and now these layabouts sit here instead of hauling nets. We'd manage somehow, if it weren't for that huge one. Do you see it? I swear it is down there. What could make a normal crab grow to this hideous size? Magic must be involved somehow. I have faced huge sea beasts in my time, but nothing like this. Its shell is as hard as stone, and its claws as sharp as a sword. Please, my men have not caught a fish in days. The village has only so much food stored, and soon that will be gone. It is fierce, and it has a multitude of crablings surrounding it. One snap of its claws could break my boat in half. Please, my men have not caught a fish in days. The village has only so... The entire village will feast on crab legs in your honor. We don't have much, but take this with our thanks. Thank you. The village can get back to work now. The catch should be plentiful today, after so long without fishing. Soon I will stand on my boat and feel the salt breeze in my face. All thanks to you. I only hope those 𝐾𝐼𝐼 did not feed on our fish. I only hope those 𝐾𝐼𝐼 did not...
Thank you. I only hope those crabs have not damaged our boats. The tide is going out, and so should we if we are expected to get the fishing done today. Farewell. The tide is going out, and so should...
You are welcome to what I have left. Come again.
Those who would master our arts must be fearless. Find strength within.
Please, please, come in. Do I see a merchant ship?
A fine day to ease your burden. An honor! First chest is free. Hera's, store your goods. Your goods are safe with me.
As soon as the road to Ixia is safe, I'm setting off to visit my Katina. She's been gone for almost a year, and I miss her every day. I do not have a single regret. Katina wanted so much to go, and Medea looks kindly on those who send her their daughters to study. Some look down on sending their daughters to Medea. She's dangerous, yes, but look at all she's done for us. Oh, it is not safe yet. But did you hear? After the noise this morning, many monsters fled. I do hope the roads are safe before winter. She is a great sorceress, you know, Medea is. She teaches her girls well and keeps them safe. Still, I sometimes worry out there in that dangerous forest. She is a great sorceress, you know.
Now the people of Dematria may return to fishing. Dematria will soon thrive again, all because of you. If the fishermen can set sail, then I suppose it won't be long before my captain raises anchor. I should get back to the harbor. Dematria will soon thrive again, all because...
you there? We could use your help.
Your patronage is most appreciated. Come again.
The magic staff is a well that draws from the soul. So long.
First chest is free. An honor. A fine day to ease your burden. A real hero, my caravan.
We must light the beacon to tell merchant ships that the harbor is safe once again. Every time we start to light it, we are swarmed with undead. If you can lend a hand, say so. We could use your help. Wonderful. Take this strapping young lad. He will carry the torch and light the beacon if you can keep him safe. It is a new day. It is only a matter of time until Rhodes thrives once again. Alas, this will never happen unless we light the beacon, showing that all is well. There was a great sound, and the earth shook. Much was destroyed, but that cursed sea monster was killed as it coiled beneath our colossus. We had not had a merchant ship in the harbor in months, not with that kraken in the waters. But the colossus fell on it. We must tell the passing ships that all is safe. Please, take one of my men and protect him while he lights the beacon. There was a great sound, and the earth shook. The beacon shines for all to see. Now we will once again be a center of industry and commerce. I see a new golden age for the entire island, all because of one hero and a young man with a torch. Already I see sails on the horizon. Soon the harbor will bustle with merchants, arguing, haggling, and most importantly, buying our goods. Happy days are truly coming. Already I see sails on the horizon.
The beasts have claws and teeth, but you have fire. You have Zeus-like bolts to throw, and I have things to sell you. So long.
Have something to store? Come again.
Need to recover a relic?
So long.
Good day. Goodbye.
You cannot open the door at this time. Need more energy.
Help us! My sergeant sent me back to get reinforcements for our outpost. You are all I could find. Go on ahead, keeping to the left. You will hear the sounds of fighting soon enough. I will follow you. The fighting has been unceasing. Follow the sounds of battle and beware the monsters along the way. They live to kill us. I avoided the worst group of monsters. Follow my trail. I cannot guarantee you will be safe, but you will at least find my comrades. Waves of creatures continue to attack our outpost. Please, I do not know how long they will last. My sergeant thinks he can last 2, maybe 3 more attacks. Help us! I avoided the worst group of monsters. Follow my trail. I cannot guarantee you will be safe, but you will at least find my comrades. My sergeant thinks he can last 2.
Let us ahead.
Feel as though we have won? Think again. They come at night, mostly. Always from the same direction, from the waterfall. I think we can stop 1 more wave, maybe 2. But the men are worn down, and every attack brings another casualty. They are led by a massive Elder Antioch. We have seen him by the waterfall. Amphitryon and Iodemachus are wounded and can no longer wield a sword. The men are tired beyond measure. These monsters are fresh troops. They die in droves, but they keep coming. Kill the leader, and we have a chance. Their leader is a great brute. At first we thought he was an ogre, but other men swore it was some sort of minotaur. I have glimpsed him through the trees, and he seems to be a bit of both. When he walks, his minions tremble. If we are ever to restore the island to its former glory, we must hold. Hold, I say! Now that we have a great warrior with us, how can we fail? Discipline on the battlefield will always beat sheer numbers, for a while. Discipline on the battlefield will always...
You return, but so will the monsters. Have you spoken to Sergeant Theseus? He has an idea on how to stop them. Go back to the fort, talk to Sergeant Theseus, and together we will make the outpost safe. Go back to the fort.
The monsters scatter, and even their leaders cower before you. We will build the walls and patrol this section of the wood, now that we are not under constant attack. Is it true what they say, that the great Colossus fell? We heard the blast, and the earth shook. Strange. It frightened the monsters more than my men. Is it true what they say, that the great Colossus...
That the outpost is truly established, we can hold this section of the wood. Thank you. I am honored that you would want to keep talking to a lowly scout such as I. But do you not have more pressing matters? I am honored that you would want...
My mistress, the Lady Medea, is beyond. I may not speak with intruders. I may not speak.
Well, a hero knocking at my door. You kill my sentinels, then ask for my aid? Typical hero. I should turn your blood to oil, but it amuses me to see you struggle. It was to Hades, land of the dead, that this apparition bade you go? Hades, where few of the living have ventured and even fewer have returned? No living mortal has seen the way there, but the ancient Grey Sisters have. If you bring me their single eye, I will set you on the path. Beware, hero. The Grey Sisters will not willingly part with their eye, for it is the only one they have, and they share it between them. Their rage is only exceeded by their power, and you shall soon feel both. The Grey Sisters make their home in the swamp near here. If you need more information, seek out my acolytes. The Grey Sisters may wait for you, but I have things to do. Be off. I have work to do and preparations to make. Leave me. Why do you dawdle? I will do nothing for you without the eye of the Grey Sisters. The heroes I have known have craved action. Once they know the object of their quest, they run off to slay and loot. You must seek the eye of the Grey Sisters and bring it to me. Run along. The Grey Sisters may wait for you, but I have things to do. Be off.
It's gone. Gone! When the mistress finds out that I lost the sigil, she will poison me slowly and set my head on the wall as an example. The sigil of the first 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂. I was out. The 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 took it. It is only a matter of time before Medea finds the sigil is missing. Please, you must get it back for me. The first sigil of the 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂. It was a royal seal forged by the first of the 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 queens. It is not just a memento. It possesses many powers. Powers I dearly hope the 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂s have not yet unlocked. Within the protection of the grove, the sigil's powers are weakened. I thought, if only I stepped into the outlands for a moment. But now they have taken it. Medea will feed me to the Amarins. She warned us that we should take care, that the 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂s would try to take it back. But I did not think. It was not very long. They must have sensed it somehow and come after it. If she even found out I had removed the sigil from the grove, Medea would have me beaten. Please do not tell her. The first sigil of the 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂. It was a royal seal forged by the first of the 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 queens. It is not just a memento. It possesses...
I think I have it now. I can make a potion that will give anyone remarkable powers. All I need is a bit of 𝐍𝒑𝒐 mushroom, some 𝑣𝒆𝒓𝒄 root, and the petal of a night blossom. Bring these to me, and I will share the potion with you. It is a simple matter to combine the 3 ingredients. A small amount of 𝑣𝒆𝒓𝒄 root, 𝐍𝒑𝒑 mushroom, and night blossom petal will make more than enough potion to fulfill my needs and give you a taste. 𝑣𝒆𝒓𝒄 root can be found on the muddy banks near razor grass. Look for patches of grass, and in between the grass and the coast, you will find the 𝑣𝒆𝒓𝒄. 𝐍𝒑𝒑 mushrooms grow close to the water, but rarely in it. You will know them by their unearthly glow. The night blossom would seem a beautiful plant, but when you draw near it, it will kill you as surely as a blade in the gut. Kill it quickly, then take the petal. 𝐍𝒑𝒑 mushrooms grow close to the water.
How could I forget that poor woman? All she wanted was to cure her poor child. But Medea demanded the tome of the Lich Queen Calixenia, a task that would surely kill her. I nearly told her where, but you could do it. This is the waking stone. Take it and place it upon the Lich Queen's altar when you find it in the Saconian ruins. It will summon her. I warn you, she will not give her book willingly. Calixenia was a great sorceress of the lost kingdom of Saconius. Alas, magic takes its toll on all who would use it, and she became a creature sustained by magic itself. Her recipes would prolong life, which is why my mistress would have them. The Saconian ruins lie within the Suronis swamp. The fastest way there is through the Empyrean caves. Mera, in her grief, demanded the antidote from Medea, and no one makes demands of the sorceress of the Ixian wood. Medea gave her an impossible task. But with a warrior like you, perhaps all things are possible. You seek Calixenia, who was once a battle mage of the Forgotten Kingdom. She built a magic circle which would pull her from harm's way back to her tower. Legend has it that circle still exists somewhere in the ruins, and even though Calixenia is long dead, if it is activated, she will be pulled back from her eternal rest. Beware, Her form may be horrible indeed, and she will seek to kill any who summon her. Slay her lich form and win her book. I will exchange it for the antidote. Galaxenia was a great sorceress of the lost kingdom of Sᴑⁱ. Alas, magic takes its toll on all who would use it, and she became a creature sustained by magic itself. Her recipes would prolong life, which is why my mistress would have them. The Saconian ruins lie within the Tsuronis swamp. The fastest way there is through the Empylean caves. Mayra, in her grief...
I arrived here when I was only 16. Within a year, the monsters came. Medea is a powerful sorceress, but it was terrifying all the same. We could not leave the grove, and we lived in fear night and day. Medea is good to us. Only, you've got to learn to stay out of her way. Oh, I am grateful. I have learned much. But the truth is, I will be glad when I can go back to my home and family. Perhaps find a husband. You have heard the old stories about Our Lady. She has no love of heroes, I can tell you. But since she has built her grove, she has grown wiser and sees the world from a greater distance. Medea created the 𝒔𝒓𝒄𝒄, the tree beast, to defend our grove. Unfortunately, when they stray too far, she loses control of them. They are now one of our greater threats. One girl started seeing a soldier from the nearby outpost. When Medea found out, by the 9, the things she did to her. You have heard the old stories about Our Lady. She has no love of heroes.
To tell the story of Our Lady Medea, mistress of poisons, gifted in divination, I call upon the goddess Hecate and Kore and the 9. When first the hero Jason came to Colchis, seeking the golden fleece, then Our Lady but a girl first knew love, and it was she who gave him balm to protect him from the fire-breathing oxen, and she who showed him to set the men who grew from dragon's teeth, fighting amongst themselves, and she who set sleeping herbs before the dragon, who guarded the sought-after fleece. Then, with Jason she fled, and Jason she wed, but in the end he proved untrue. He deserted her, and took as wife the Princess Glauce. He would rue the day. A gift she sent the bride, a dress both finely weaved and dazzling to the eyes, and inside, lined with poison. But Medea's revenge was not yet full, for she would leave the fickle Argonaut nothing that he loved alive. So weeping all the while, her eyes averted, she took each of her children by him, and each she killed to spite the man she'd loved. Jason, you should know, was not the last of her ill fortune. Fleeing to Athens, Medea wedded King Aegeus, and the son she bore him would have then been king, had not the long-lost, meddling Theseus returned to claim his rightful reign. No, Medea has had ill fate with heroes, who can be cruel as well as great. It should be no wonder she does not love them now. Jason, you should know, was not the last of her ill fortune. Fleeing to Athens, Medea wedded King Aegeus, and the son she bore him would have then been king, had not the long-lost, meddling Theseus returned to claim his rightful reign. No, Medea has had ill fate with heroes, who can be cruel as well as great. It should be no wonder she does not love them now.
I haven't learned very much yet, but we study many things here. Healing and poisons. We learn to command the plants and animals, and divination, and a few of the young women, shape-shifting and summoning. For the first month, every night, I would cry and wish I was home again with my family. But there is so much to do and learn here, and everyone, almost everyone, is so kind. I was so scared of Medea at first. The girls tell stories, and sometimes she has her moods. But I believe if you are good, she will be kind. I saw the lady furious at some other girls, but I'm sure they must have done something very bad. I hope she is never so mad at me. Medea's powers are very great. Not every girl is so talented, but we all learn what we can. I shall try very hard to master all forms of sorcery. My mother will come and visit when the roads are safe. I hope she can come before winter. Medea's powers are very great. Not every girl is so talented.
It's not easy here. Try trading goods with all these women who can turn you into a mouse. Bye then.
There once was a great city called Propontis, where now there is only a swamp. The Zaconian kings ruled Propontis, and each hid a fortune in their palace. Legend says there may still be ancient treasure in one of the ruins, hidden by the mightiest Zaconian king, Doris. Men go there to find it, but they rarely return, and never with the treasure. The Grey Ones thought they would be worshipped as gods, but they were treated as servants. They unleashed their terrible magics against Zacônis and pulled the city down around themselves. They would rather rule ruins than serve civilization. Only one king, Doris, built a palace that was not only a tribute to his wealth, but to his mind. He had his fortune hidden in a secret room. Treasure hunters still seek the fabled treasure room, but most end up feeding the creatures who live in the swamp. I suppose it is just a story, but what a grand story it is. Each of the Zaconian kings built a bigger palace than the one before him. Eventually, the palaces could not be finished during the king's lifetime, and they became halls of the dead. The kings filled their dead palaces with riches and felt the need for guardians. One king summoned the Grey Ones to guard Zacônis and his treasure. Treasure hunters are usually loutish buffoons who drink away the riches of whole civilizations. It would be a shame if you ended up that way. If you do find a Zaconian treasure, you should take it back to Athens to display for anyone to come see. Think of the cultural enrichment these artifacts would bring to the masses. The Grey Ones thought they would be worshipped as gods, but they were...
You think it is easy living here with all these women? Oh, it is safe enough, long as you watch your step. And for bringing in fresh game, I am well rewarded. They've made some progress against the monsters closer to Rhodes. Out here, it's another story. There are strange monsters in the swamps and woods, so watch yourself. Got to watch myself in here, got to watch myself out there. A hunter is always wary. Just as the trader here, Eutropios. Watch your step, and don't make the mistake of those soldiers making eyes with the pretty ones. Medea was in quite a fury after that incident. They say the most terrible things dwell among the old ruins in the swamp. But the game I hunt won't go near those ruins, so neither will I. Just as the trader here, Eutropios. Watch it.
Not enough energy.